So when I made my previous video, I was actually in the middle, well, not my previous video, but the one with the coronavirus cringe fest shit. I was actually in the middle of something else. I was porting Wraith from Apex Legends to VRChat, and my camera lens are blurry. So let me fix that really quickly. So I'm porting Wraith from Apex Legends to VRChat for, well, I don't really remember the reason because it was so long time ago when I started it, but whatever, I guess. So I'm going to narrate the video under... I'm going to narrate after the video, which is usually the opposite how I do, but I really want this video to be quick because it's like hours of stuff compressed into less than 10 minutes. So I want it to be quick, because most people who do anything related to VRChat use Blender. I'm going to show and explain some stuff, how I did it, because I'm using 3ds Max, which is not that well documented and there are not that many examples of how to do stuff with it. So yeah, let's get started.
So phase 1 is like reducing the polygons under 70k, because that's VRChat's, like, it used to be its limit, now it's a soft limit, but if you're above it, other people will probably not see your avatar, because you can disable it, but by default it's enabled and it doesn't download avatars above 70k, as long as I remember. It's the model from Sketchfab, so I didn't expect too much optimization, but to be honest, it was fair from the beginning. After that I just loaded another scene with another character in it, because I don't want to like redo the whole bone structure and I needed a scale, so I just loaded an older scene and I just copied all the things over from it. As you can see, it's just a basic human skeleton. It really is not that much to do. I just didn't want to do it over. Then I make some basic animations, so when I'm skinning I can just slide the timeline and I can see how the mesh deforms instead of manually rotating the bones all the time. And then I readjust the skeleton so it fits the new model. And that's about it. I'm trying, well, that's like iteration 1. I try making this not too boring, because it's, to be honest, it's boring unless you're interested in it, so that's why I use 10 times speed. But yeah, then it's time to go to Unity. But hey, you haven't set up the skinning yet. Well, I just placed the skin modifier on it and that's it, because I will come back later, but I want to make sure it works in Unity first. So in Unity I didn't do much. I just replaced the default avatar stuff. I matched my avatar to the default avatar, and I added an avatar descriptor and used all of the default settings, because I just want to make sure that my memories are correct, and I just want to get the character into Unity, I mean VRChat first, and after that I can proceed with stuff. And you might ask, well, what to look for? What do I look for at the first upload? But this is experience, to be honest. I had multiple glitches and bugs with the avatar. That's not supposed to happen. Bones can be wrong, mesh can be inside out, so camera can be in the wrong place. As you can see here, it's rotating inside my body for some reason. So yeah, a lot of stuff can go wrong, so I try to do the least amount of stuff, because that's the easiest to debug. After I'm certain that my model works in VRChat, I can come back to 3ds Max and start everything from the beginning, basically. So basically doing everything as I did before, but actually doing them properly. And I'm going to cut that part because that's boring and it takes a lot of time. You can use Mixamo. People use Mixamo. Most of the people use Mixamo. But for the time being, so currently Mixamo is very limited. For example, Gage from Borderlands, she had this metallic robot arm, which, you know, it's metal. it doesn't bend. The individual parts do not bend. And Mixamo can't figure that out. So it will just, the metal will not look realistic, and it will look much nicer if you do it by hand. Yeah, so if you're doing anything that's non-human, you will need to manually adjust the skinning. The next step I wanted to do actually is making custom animations, custom emotes and such before doing like particle systems. Yeah, so I actually spent a lot of time trying to figure out why the legs are fucked up all the time. Like if you look at the legs, they are sliding. Like the IK or FK solvers do not work in this game, or it simply reduces the keyframes in a way, the animation keyframes. So VRChat like deletes keyframes from the animation so it can save space and bandwidth, I guess. And it looks like it's offsetting or fucking up the animation, which makes it look weird. And I tried to fix that somehow, but after 2 days of not being successful in it, I realized even the default animations are fucked up, so you can't do much about it, I guess. And I wanted to make a video about that, but then I realized that VRChat just rolled out an update, and they say it's using the more up-to-date version of Unity, which should fix this. So I'm not going to bother with this, I'm going to check that out.